Why can't anybody just be honest? They're waiting for Chrissy Teigen to get plastic surgery and end up Jackie O so that they can be roommates and make musicals together. Let's just be real.
Okay.
He'd rather spend time with John Legend than any of these bitches.
Oh, Jaguar, you really love stirring the pot, don't you? What are you trying to suggest with that little comment? Are you hinting that someone's got a soft spot for John Legend? Now, this isn't the kind of tea I thought I'd be sipping on today, but guess what? We're about to dive in and see if there's any truth behind what you're throwing out there. Sweetheart.
But I mean, I just wish Lonnie would tell the truth. You bisexual.
Could it be that, just like Jaguar is hinting, all of Common's relationships were just cover-ups? Well, rumors have been swirling for ages that Common might struggle with his sexuality, and allegedly has issues stemming from an incident where he was taken advantage of by a man. Some folks believe it's very possible that he has conflicting feelings when it comes to connecting with women because of that. As you know, I always get my hands dirty for y'all. And while I was doing some more snooping, I stumbled upon this juicy story from a source who said a friend's husband mentioned he was at a Hollywood party this summer with his wife, who works in the industry. And Common spent nearly an hour chatting him up, especially while his wife was busy with the event. The guy didn't even realize who he was talking to until later when his wife clued him in. The man is white and super attractive, like drop dead gorgeous. Anyway, at the end of the night, around 3 a.m. when his wife texted him to come to the outdoor area, Common allegedly asked him, "So, what are you doing later tonight?" The guy responded, "Going home with my wife," and it was super awkward. I kept asking the guy if there was any chance he misunderstood the context, and he firmly reassured me, no, it was exactly what it sounded like. Interesting. Very interesting. I can't personally verify the info from that source, but what I can tell you is that Jag is also confident that Common rolls like that, and she would know, considering she dated the guy. Now, as for what Jag specifically said, she was addressing questions from people claiming she was just a girl trying to make it in the industry by any means necessary. And she explained that it's because of such rumors that she actually broke up with him.
You got the girls like me who try to date carefully and smart, but don't date too much because they're all going to say that you only got on because of him, which is why I broke it off with Common, because I was about to get my shot and I didn't want anybody giving him credit for my work.
According to Jaguar, it was pretty shady for someone else to slide in with that comment, but she just wishes people knew the real truth about Common. According to her, he doesn't genuinely love Black women, he just uses them for social status and is always playing the field at the expense of these women. Well, according to Jaguar and other folks who've been saying it for years, all these relationships Common has been juggling left and right have just been with beards.
Think about it. All of the celebrity tale, you ain't never heard one of these talk about how dope he was in bed.
I mean, it's been a ton of celebrities and they have all had something to say about Common. But like Jaguar pointed out, none of them have ever mentioned his performance in bed. Maybe it's because they are respectful women who prefer to focus on other positive things. Or maybe what Jaguar is saying is really true. Anyway, just so we're clear on who we're talking about, let's do a quick rundown of his exes. Okay, Common wasn't in his first public relationship with Kim Jones, and they even had a daughter together, but they called it quits when their baby girl was barely a year old. In his 2019 memoir, Let Love Have the Last Word, he spilled some tea about that relationship and even revealed that he found out his daughter felt he didn't hustle hard enough to be a part of her world. After that, Common got cozy with Erykah Badu from 2000 to 2002, and they even teamed up on some tracks. Fast forward a few decades after their breakup, Common got real about their romance and crowned Erykah as his first love. And Erykah, well, she's only had sweet words for Common.
But it's, me and Common are still very close too. He's really sweet. He's the most compassionate human being I've ever met, I think.
Common also had a fling with Taraji P. Henson, and he didn't hold back talking about that either.
See, Taraji, she's a good woman. Just even from what she just said, She like, man, I got to take in consideration with my son. So I wish, I like a woman that thinks like that.
When it comes to Taraji, here's what she had to say about Common.
Common was the last real long-term relationship I had. After that, I was like, I don't want, because my son was sad. He was sad when we broke up.
And let's not forget, Common also had a thing with Serena Williams. And word on the street is it was Serena who called the shots and ended things. But years later, Common admitted he still had a lot of love and respect for her.
We got a great understanding, and I care about her as a person. It's not like every person you talk to every other day, but you still have that respect and you have love for them and want to see them do well.
Then there's the time he dated political analyst Angela Rye, who mentioned they parted ways because they were just vibing on different wavelengths in life. And who could forget Tiffany Haddish? Tiffany spilled that her romance with Common was hands down the best she ever had. She even joked that if Common ever popped the question, she'd want him to do it with an apartment building. Tiffany also confessed she misses Common from time to time.
I'm fine with it. It's gonna be new opportunities. I miss him. From time to time, but that's what I think with any relationship, an intimate relationship that you might have, you miss them, but I'm fine with it.
But she also dropped the bomb that while dating him, she realized he might never be the type to settle down.
He might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower to flower. I don't know. I wish him nothing but joy and happiness.
There were other ladies in the mix too, like Ava DuVernay, and even Chadwick Boseman's widow, Simone. And then, of course, there's the fabulous Miss Jennifer Hudson.
A relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to win her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So many strong Black women, right? Why couldn't he lock it down with any of them? Well, honey, if you ask Jaguar and a few others, they'll spill the tea that Common ain't really into women like that. All right. He did mention recently that if he ever ties the knot, Jennifer Hudson's the one, and he even said he's finally ready for marriage.
Are you the marrying type? Do you think this one could be the one?
We're going there.
I like that in you. I like that.
You're different. You just said it. You're like, I'm a different guy now.
Listen, I feel like I have grown, and the work that I've done on myself has allowed me to see that I am a marrying type. I am the type that I'm capable. I had a capacity, and I, at some point in my life, I may want to do that. Just I would know when the right time is, and I think for me, everything is divine. Like I work from that discernment that God speaks. When He speaks into your stomach, and you feel it in your heart and your spirit. So when I would feel that, I would communicate with that person, and if she's feeling that, then that would
Then
be
why
that.
not?
Then why not?
But let's be real, that doesn't really prove anything. Plenty of married men still play on the down low. So, what's your take on what Jaguar said? Do you think there's any truth to those whispers? Could all these relationships just be a cover? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.